はい、やっと着きました。日本から23時間ぐらいですね。もうほぼ丸1日かけてオハイオ州のここは、クリーブランドに、来ました、キャブスのホームアリーナですね。今回はそこのキャブスの、アシスタントコーチに去年沖縄と一昨年富山ですね、富山に来てくれてクリニック、子どもたちにバスケットを教えてくれた、アントニオ・ラングコーチが、アシスタントコーチに就任したので、試合の応援といろいろアメリカのバスケット、日本のバスケット、日本人に必要なこととか、子どもたちにどういうトレーニングした方が、いいのかとか、日本人に、求められるスキルなどいろいろトニーコーチに聞いていきたいと思います。試合後にもかかわらずクリーブランドキャバリアーズのアシスタントコーチアントニオ・ランコーチが来てくれました。ありがとうございます。
一度しいつでもいいね。I think Japanese players, in order to compete in world basketball, I think first of all, one of the things they have to be able to do is to match the physicality, because other countries are physical, bigger, but there's other ways too. I think they can use their speed, their skill set, and they just have to have the mentality that regardless who they're playing against, they're going to outwork them. That's kind of how Japanese, that's just how Japanese people work hard, do a good job, and just continue to compete. So I think the keys, use their speed, use their skill, and continue to get stronger. I think those are the things that'll help compete in the world. Yeah. Well, I think that the biggest thing with Japanese basketball, any basketball, is weightlifting, getting stronger. I think it should start in middle school. When they're 14, start lifting weights, and just in general just get bigger, so you can handle some of the physicality. Skills, real good skill, but I think that the weightlifting is one of the biggest things that I think that Japan can really improve on to help basketball. Listen, yeah. Listen and communication, talk. Those two. So college players, when coaches tell you to do this, do that, do this, listen. And then once you listen, then you practice it. And I think every player has to be coachable. Can I coach this player from elementary school to the NBA? So I think that's important. Can you be coached? Can a coach help you get better? Will you listen? When you play, will you talk? Like on defense, help, under, show, communication. So I think those are the most important things. I think with coaches, when you deal with any player, women, young ladies, men, children, it's all the same. Important. Some of them, if they go to high school in America, probably. But I like them. I think they have chances. I think that they're both NBA players. They just have to continue to try. Just keep working. Watanabe is a good player. Baba's a good player. Hachimura especially is really, really good ball player. So I hope and I'm cheering for them to continue to try to make it to the NBA, because I think they can make it. It'd be good for Japanese basketball. A lot of good players in Japan. A lot of good Japanese players. So I'm really excited to see those guys try to make it in the NBA, and they'll make it. They just got to keep working. But good basketball players, I think. Well, it's Hachimura. Once he goes to the NBA, the college gets famous. Yeah, so it's like, where did Hachimura go to school? Okay. Gonzaga. Oh, I want to go to Gonzaga. So people go to Gonzaga because they have NBA players and because they win. So that's how he always gives back to the college. Sometimes it's not always money, you know, but just the notoriety, the fact that an NBA player from Japan went to Gonzaga and went to the NBA, that's how you pay back. So they become famous because of that. And Gonzaga's a good school, real good school. A lot of good players. A lot of good players. Yeah, Ira Brown. Yep. Playing in Japan, national team guy. I mean, the list goes on. Back from John Stockton. Yeah, you know, just I mean, a lot of good players. Right. So it just brings notoriety to the school, and it's good together, all together. Like, so NBA players, like usually, like for instance, our schedule, we will meet at 10 o'clock with the players. A lot of video, a lot of treatment, a lot of weight training. So we go for an hour, and then you have 20-minute blocks, 20 minutes for video, 20 minutes for on the court, 20 minutes for weight, or we'll do 20 minutes before, 20 minutes in the locker room with the trainers, treatment, 20 minutes on the court, 20 minutes in the weight room. And we do that every day we don't have a game. And then after that, we'll practice 2 hours. And then they'll go back, they'll get treatment. So a regular day for NBA players, you're looking at about 4 or 5 hours every day.
Every day.
Yeah. Game day's different. You come in, like tomorrow, you come in at 9:30, practice at 10. Practice at 10, from 10 to 11, shoot to like 11:30. Go to the game. If you got to be there at 4 o'clock, have 15 minutes to shoot on the court. Then warm up for the game. So it's about 4 hours every day, 4 or 5 hours every day. Yeah. Well, I never played on a small rim. Even when I was 4 years old, I played on a big rim. That's good and bad. I think when you're smaller and you're practicing on your form, sometimes the rim's too high. So it's good to have a low rim. But I think once you get 8 years old, 7, 8 years old, when you can shoot in a big goal, you should shoot in a big goal, I think. But when you're young, shorter rims, okay. I think it's okay. So, but I like shorter rims for smaller kids because they can actually work on form. If the rim's higher there, I think it's good to have shorter goals too. Start off short, always. Start close first.
Yeah, I think so.
Then step back. Then step back. Never start off shooting deep first. Okay. Bad habit. Oh man, my father was a high school coach, so I would play all day, and it's interesting because we would I at least play basketball 2-3 hours every day when I was younger, and I played basketball 2-3 hours. We go play football, we go play baseball. Yeah. So we played a lot of sports, just a lot of sports, but I would say at least 2-3 hours. Because I played on a team ever since I was 4 years old. I started playing basketball when I was 4, and we practiced for an hour, 2 hours. It's 3-4 times a week. So I say at least 2 to 3 hours a day. But when I was that young, we would play at least 4 days a week. And then off days I would play at home in my backyard. So a lot of basketball. You know, my I have a good family, and they understand that basketball is my life and my passion, and they understand that Japan is very important to me as far as giving back, and because I got my first job because I coached in Japan. That was the reason why I got my job at NBA, because of head coach experience. So I always feel like I have to give back, and my family's really understanding with that, and I thank them every day for allowing me to go, and I think that's the reason why. They know I love Japan, and they love Japan. So hopefully my family can come over sometime. So hopefully we can get them to come over. But right now they understand this is one of my passions. This is something I really want to do. So they understand. Michael Jordan. Easy. The best ever. Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal. So out the three, Michael Jordan. So
How about AI?
AI played against good,
Good.
but I never matched up with him. I had never had to guard him. 'Cause he's a point guard. I was a forward. I had to guard Jordan, Scottie Pippen, Magic Johnson. Ooh, best player I ever played with. Charles Barkley
Oh,
and Iverson, top two.
how tall him?
Charles Barkley, real height,
6'4", 6'5"?
198、
98
199ぐらい。
Oh,
Chikata was strong. Good ball player. busy time, bro.
ありがとうございます。じゃあ
You're
本当
welcome.
にありがとうございます。
いつでもいいね。